Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wi-Fi here. Alright, so I have a couple of OU games for you today. I actually entered another Gen 6 OU tournament in the OU room. That's what this tournament had like 120 people in it. It was enormous. And I got pretty far. I don't want to do another one of those tournament series where I do 3 videos the first day and 2 the second day and just ugh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space them out throughout the week and just do like 1 video a day, and it's going to be all nice and you're going to have content all week and great. You guys, in the last video, I just kind of threw the black-white sprites at you and I totally forgot that I did that. Over in the gear, I'll show you now. Over in the gear, in the top right corner of Showdown, there's a new option called Enable Black-White Sprites, and when you first re-enable them, you're like, holy shit, what are these? They're tiny, and they dance around at like 40 million miles an hour, and they look like crap. And then, after about 10 hours of playing, so for me that's about a day and a half, for the average person that's about, I don't know, 3-4 days, suddenly they look completely normal again, and it brings me back to a time when I actually enjoyed playing Pokemon. No, I'm kidding, I still like it. But, it brings me back to a time when Pokemon was really fun, and just everything was new to me, because I was really bad, and yeah, basically. So, I really like the black-white sprites. A couple of the Gen 6 Pokemon, obviously, they all have sprites. Some of them don't move. The more important ones, like Talonflame do, Fletchling does for some reason, whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Also, you might be able to hear, I have a new mic. It's actually a blue snowball. The reason it may sound worse than my old mic is because it's a better mic. My old mic was just kind of like I think it was like a $30 or $40 headset. It was a decent headset, but it wasn't great, obviously. And I have no sound panels. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. I have no sound panels in my bedroom, and my bedroom's where I record these, obviously, and my bedroom is huge, and the walls are all bare, and it echoes around, and yeah, that's probably why it sounds like crap. Or at least echoey. More echoey than you'd normally expect, so whatever. that is a bit, I think, everything I wanted to explain. Now I guess I can get into my team. My team, I think I was in call with the Goomy, and maybe I play tennis, and I was talking about Sandvale Garchomp, about how broken it was in Gen 4, and Goomy mentioned it was broken because of Bright Powder, and that's something I didn't even know. It shows how much Gen 4 I played, even though I love the generation, I've played it so little that I didn't know Sandvale plus Bright Powder is what broke Chomp. I know Yachi was also really common. Whatever, way off track. I decided, you know what? I mean, it didn't get any worse. 8 turns of sand is still a lot of turns for you to do really stupid stuff behind the sand veil. And even when you're outside of sand, maybe someone will miss a Draco. It's actually only, what, 9 times... It'll be an 81% accurate Draco Meteor against this Garchomp, even outside of sand. So, whatever. I mean, Bright Powder plus Sandvale plus Sub-SD Garchomp. You don't want to give Sub-SD Garchomp free turns, and when you give it free turns by missing, it can turn games around. On top of that, you run it alongside Excadrill, because they can break for each other. Obviously, Garchomp kind of breaks down Rotom Wash, and Gliscor, and Landorus, and then later on, Excadrill can come through a sweep. Basically, this team is literally like a 30-second OU team. I swear to God, it's not a great team. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't get ahead of myself. It's not a very good team. But for being like a 30-second team of, okay, let's. I want to run Sand, so I'm gonna run Smooth Rock Taitar. Okay, I want Sandville Chomp. I have Sand. Might as well throw on an Excadrill. Latios is really good. Might as well throw it on. Because I wanted to switch into Keldeo. Then I want my own Keldeo. And then in the last slot, I might as well run a Charizard because I already have Spin and Defog support, and it kind of works with my team. I'm actually running Zard X, even though it looks exactly like a Zard Y team. You have Bulky Ground, you have Pursuit Trapper, you have Keldeo, you have Defog. It's literally a Zard Y team. And because of that, Zard X can sometimes actually catch people off guard. So, whatever. Things to keep in mind. I've already rambled for 4.5 minutes. Holy shit. I guess I had some things to explain and I explained them. Whatever. Let's get into the game. He's going to lead off Lando T, and I looked at his team, and that's something I've been terrible at lately. I'm never good at predicting leads. I'm so bad at it, and lately I've been getting better. Gumi's been teaching me basically to look for certain things from Team Preview, and yeah, his team was weak to Keldeo, so I led with it. He's forced out on the Rotom. He misses my T-Tar with the Willow, and that's important-ish. I mean, my T-Tar's not exactly going to be attacking anything. If it is, it's going to be Ice Beaming the Landorus, so It's not too important. Anyway, I'm gonna Mega Evolve my Spoon, and now it's basically a Rotom Wash counter, which is great. And I'm gonna Dragon Claw predicting Heatran because I don't have EQ, and he ends up going into the Latios. Not quite sure why. Get the kill for free. He brings an Exca. I have a balloon on mine, so I know I'm free to just switch it in and EQ. Don't want to play too risky because, I mean, he has a Rotom Wash, and I have the counter, which is Spadoof Char X. The more I use this Mon, the more I'm just falling in love with it. I mean, yo, you have a Rotom Wash? Get the fuck out of here. You have a Heatran? Doesn't even matter really, because I can still set up on you unless you have Earth Power, which this one actually does. It, in fact, is an offensive Earth Power Heatran, but we'll learn that later. I'm going to go into Keldeo. I didn't know it was offensive Earth Power at the time. I kind of should have assumed that because of damage, but I just click Hydro, because if it's Spadoof, I know I need to hit a Hydro in order to kill it from full. So that's what I end up doing. I'm just going to go for Dragon Claw. As you can see, at +1, Dragon Claw would do about 30% to a Tran, and yeah, it's not, I mean, you don't need Earthquake to beat it, unless it has Roar, or unless it has offensive Earth Power, in which case you can leave it for last Mon, and just, whatever. I don't run Earthquake, because fuck Earthquake. I'm gonna Scald the Rotom. I don't get the burn. I'm gonna go to T-Tar to get up the Sand, because his Rotom is relatively weakened, and at this point, hey, what's another switch-in for Rotom Wash? I know, Latios. So, I'm gonna go into Latios, and looking at his team, I don't really care that he has a Heatran. I wouldn't mind just getting off damage. Never mind, I'm gonna Defog it. I make the better play, because I want my Zardex to be alive. And then at this point, I just decide to go for some damage, because I know he can't really touch me unless he's carrying the legendary Dragon Pulse, and B, the more I wear down this Heatran, just in general the better, because it means I can kill Keldeo with, or I can kill it with Keldeo with a Scald instead of having to rely on Hydro Pump. He misses Will-O-Wisp there. That was like the most inaccurate Will-O-Wisp I've ever seen in my life, so I really don't think it matters. I'm gonna SD on the switch. And then as he goes up to Tran, I set up another sub. I was just going to sub down, to be completely honest, because that was my last turn of Sand, and I was hoping he might miss another Earthquake. Not another Earthquake, miss Earthquake. Or an Earthquake, whatever. At this point, I'm just playing it safe. Earthquaking on the Heatran, Dragon Clawing on the Landers, I don't really care. At this point, I'm going to sub down one more time. Maybe Bright Powder will come through for me. But, spoilers, Bright Powder is not a very reliable item. So I'm just going to Dragon Claw before I end up dying to a Mega Pinsir. And his Quick Attack. At this point, I can still force him to not go for Quick Attack because it wouldn't kill, and I get off a shit ton of damage with a +1 Dragon Claw. And at this point, I can go out into my Charizard because I can live any hit and kill it. He's forced out in the Exca, and at this point, I can win with my Exca because I can set up Sand one last time. But instead of going directly out in the Exca drill, I'm going to bait out the Rotom Wash one more time with a Scald. Still don't get the burn. But Sand damage is going to cancel out the lefties and allow me to 2-hit KO with Scald, and he still doesn't really have a switch-in for Keldeo. I mean, obviously at this point he can go out and Revenge Kill with Mega Pinsir. Psych, he has Faint instead of Quick Attack, which means Keldeo's gonna die, and the last two Mons on his team just get eaten alive by an Earthquake. And that's going to be round numero uno of this tournament. Sand offense, even when you build it like shit and in about 30 seconds, it still turns out okay, and yeah. I explained it already in this video, but seriously, this team was, I need T-Tar, I want Sandville Chomp, I'm already running Sand, might as well throw on an Exca, might as well throw on a Latios so I don't lose to Keldeo, might as well throw on my own Keldeo, and Charizard fits on my team pretty well. That was the thought process, and I don't even know what to think about OU. Anyway, this was kind of fun. Like I said, expect the 4 more videos coming this week, all lined up and ready to get fired out at you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good day. See you later. Peace out, guys.